Hey, good afternoon. I'm glad you came back. We're starting on page 52 this time. Um, I told you that I would find out about Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh was a communist leader that split Vietnam into two sections, North Vietnam, South Vietnam. And there was a Ho Chi Minh Trail that people took to get away from the communism. So Ho Chi Minh, um, it sounds like he communism tried to talk people into joining. That was rough. And so today we're going to read about crisscrossed bags. Pedal, pedal. Mother's feet push the sewing machine. The faster she pedals, the faster the stitches appear on the heavy brown cloth. She takes two rectangles, makes a backpack. A long strip makes a handle to be strapped across the wearer's chest. Hours later, the stitches appear to be in slow motion. The needle works like a worm, laying tiny white eggs that sink into the brown cloth. The tired worm reproduces much more slowly at the end of the day than at the beginning of the day when Mom started. She started the first of her 5 bags this morning. Brother Coy says too loudly, "Make only 3," because predicting he may not want to go, right? Wants to stay at college. Mother goes to a high shelf. She brings back father's portrait. "Come with us, or we'll all stay. Think, my son. Your action will determine our future." Mother knows this son cannot stand to hurt anyone or anything. "Look at father. Come with us, so proud he will be when you obey your mother while he's not here. So you need to come with us," is what she's saying. "Don't disappoint your father." I look at my toes. I'm feeling Brother Coy's eyes burn into my scalp. I also feel him slowly nodding that he's going. Who can go against my mother, who has become gaunt like bark from raising 4 children alone, which means maybe kind of wrinkly and getting old? Choice. Into each pack, 1 pair of pants, 1 pair of shorts, 3 pairs of underwear, 2 shirts, sandals, toothbrush and toothpaste, soap, 10 palms of rice grains, 3 clumps of cooked rice, 1 choice. I get to choose one thing, and I choose my doll. Once lent to a neighbor who left it outside. My poor doll has mouse bite in its cheek and mouse bites on its right thumb, but I love her more because of her scars. I dress her in a white and red dress with matching hat and booties that my mom has knitted. April 27th, left behind. 10 gold-rimmed drinking glasses. Father brought them back from America when he trained there before I was born. Brother Quang's report cards, each ranking him first in class, beginning in kindergarten. Now, these are all the things they had to leave. We have to leave vines of bougainvillea, fully in bloom, burgundy and white, like the colors of our house. We leave behind vines of jasmine in front of every window that remind Mother of the North. We have to leave a cowboy leather belt that Brother Vu sewed on Mama's sewing machine and broke her needle. Then that was when he adored Johnny Cash more than he adored Bruce Lee. We have to leave a row of glass jars Brother Coy used to use to raise fighting fish. We have to leave 2 hooks and a hammock where I'd nap. We have to leave behind photographs. Every tet at the zoo, father in his youth, mother in her youth, all the baby pictures where you can't tell whose bottom is exposed for all the world to see. We have to leave them all. Mother chooses 10 best pictures. She burns all the rest. So there's no clue of them, right? We cannot leave evidence of father's life. It could hurt him. Okay, here's April 27th evening. Wet and crying. My biggest papaya is light yellow, still flecked with green. Brother Vu wants to cut it down, saying it's better than letting the communists have my papaya plant. Mother says yellow papaya tastes really lovely dipped in chili salt. You children should eat fresh fruit while you can. So Brother Vu chops it down, and the head falls with silver blade slices. Black seeds spill like clusters of eyes, wet and crying. Sourbacks. The port is where you leave on a ship. At the port, we find out there's no such thing as a secret among Vietnamese people. Thousands found out about the Navy ships ready to abandon the Navy. Uncle San, he flares elbows into the wings. He's lurching ahead, protecting us children. But our family sticks together like wet pages in a book. I see nothing but backs, sour and sweaty. Brother Vu steps up, placing Mother in front of him and lifting me up onto his shoulders. They don't want to get separated, right? His palms press, brothers Quang and Kai forward, and I promise myself to never again make fun of Bruce Lee. This guy's tough. He can get him through the crowd. April 29th, 1 mat each. We climb on and claim a space of 2 straw mats under the deck, enough for us 5 to lie side by side. By sunset, our space is down to 1 straw mat, enough for us all 5 to huddle together on. So people needed the space, didn't they? Bodies cram in every centimeter. See, we predicted pretty well. Bodies cram every centimeter below deck, and then every centimeter up on top of the deck. Everyone knows the ship could sink, unable to hold the piles of bodies that keep crawling on like raging ants from a disrupted nest. But no one is heartless enough to say, stop, don't come, because what if they had stopped before they turned? In the dark, Uncle San visits the ship. He whispers to Mother. So we get up and we follow Mother, who follows Uncle San and leads us up to the deck and off the ship. It has been said that there's another ship next door. It has a better engine, more water, endless fuel, countless salty eggs. Uncle San lingers without getting on the new ship. So do we. But hordes pour by us. So they heard about that ship too. The hordes go by us. That means a lot of people go by us, and they're going on the ship. Above us, we can hear bombs piercing the sky. Red and green flares explode like fireworks. All lights are off, so the port will not be a target. In the dark, there's a nudge here, a nudge there. We end up back on the same ship we started on, in the same spot. But now we have 2 mats. So some of the people got off. So now they have 2 mats. Without lights, our ship glides out to sea, emptied of half of its passengers. So a bunch of people had gotten off. Okay, so now I want you to think about what you're going to write in your journal. What's it like when it's time to go to bed? What's it like if you're sad? Do you cry? Do you try to be strong for everybody? What's it like during this coronavirus? Do you have to make choices? Do you prepare for things? Like Mama made the crisscross bags. So think about those things. You can write just a few words on a page, just like Ty did. You can do whatever you want, but remember, it's just for you to read, and you can put it away. It's not an assignment that I need to read, or your mom or anybody, but just how you feel at this time, what's going on, and you can put it, like I said, in a secret place that 20 years from now you can look at. Okay. I miss you lots. Hang in there. We'll be back at school before you know it. and I can't wait to see you. I know there'll be more parades coming too. So don't give up. Okay? Do what you're supposed to do. We have new packets coming out next week, I think. We're getting those ready as we speak. Hang in there. Love you lots. Bye.